Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Lazy Genius Investing, the podcast for curious investors. I'm your host, Saveen Kumar, and today, before we continue our heroic saga of investing like a rational human being, we will take a quick detour into the weird and occasionally wonderful world of stock tip providers. Let's be honest, if you are even moderately lazy like me, at some point you may have thought, what if I just outsourced all the thinking? I mean, it sounds like a dream. Save time, stay productive, make magical returns while someone else crunches the numbers. These providers have proven strategies, track records, and sometimes entire teams of analysts. You would think this must work, right? Well, let's talk. It does sound good on paper. Reasons: 1. You save time. While you carry on with life, your portfolio, at least in theory, grows itself. 2. When providers show you a great track record, it could seem like a no-brainer. They are testimonials, charts, buzzwords. In fact, some of these providers are well known, even respected. So why not? 3. The expertise gap between you and the providers may appear large. After all, they have teams, research, Bloomberg terminals, that one guy who squints at charts for a living. Yet, despite all this, in my experience, it rarely works. Why? 1. Too much noise. Unfortunately, the internet is full of hot picks, undervalued gems, and stocks that could 10x this month. Trying to separate real insight from clickbait is like trying to find a needle in a haystack while you are blindfolded with a magnet that only attracts trash. 2. Lack of context kills performance. Many stock tip services do not specify entry or exit points, give no guidance on position sizing, and offer no insight on holding period or portfolio construction. That is like giving someone a recipe but forgetting to mention the oven temperature, or the fact that it is chicken, not cake. 3. Survivorship bias. When reviewing the providers, you will often see winners and hear statements like, "We call Tesla at $30," or "We rode Apple since the iPod." Great, but how many stinkers did they quietly bury in the garden? I've picked stocks that doubled. I've also picked stocks that, let's just say, that taught me humility. It is the net result that matters, and most providers do not show you that. 4. Providers trying to upsell 100 different products to you only adds to the chaos and is usually a red flag. You sign up only to discover there is a premium elite gold tier, a bonus mega growth pack, one-time exclusive webinar with that guy who guessed Amazon, or something like that. When someone wants more money after already promising the moon, I would say it is time to put your shoes on and run. 5. ETFs in a stock tip portfolio. This one is a personal gripe. If the provider's model portfolio is recommending ETFs, we are not on the same page. ETFs are great for diversification and risk management. I already use them. But if I'm paying for stock tips, I expect actual stocks, not funds made of other funds. It is like going to a burger joint and being served a picture of a burger made up of other burger pictures. No thanks. After knowing all this, if you still want to find a stock tip provider, I would advise you to vet them by asking the following questions. 1. Are the returns realistic? To give you a benchmark, consistently making 15% plus a year from public stocks over 5 years is phenomenal. So, somebody who is not even running a fund is promising you a 25% return a year if you pay them £200? Really? If it sounds too good to be true, it is probably being packaged by someone with a strong sales funnel. 2. Do they provide full portfolio context? That includes entry, exit, position size, and ideally a track record you can replicate and reliably verify. Not just a few success stories cherry picked from the archives. All they say is, buy now and hold forever, be wary. That is not strategy, that is vibes. 3. Are they analysts or marketers? If their best skill is writing catchy subject lines and interesting articles, you're probably not looking at your next financial Yoda. Finally, do they help you think or just tell you what to do? I would rather pay for a great stock screener, access to quality valuation models, and deep company breakdowns than for someone to say, trust me, bro, this one is a gem. I'm not saying that all stock tip providers are bad, but I am saying you need to vet them like you're hiring them to watch your dog, your kid, and your passwords all at once. And even then, do your own research. Personally, I would rather spend money on tools that help me understand the business than pay someone to spoon feed me tickers. Next time, we finally dive into technical analysis and why it felt like learning astrology for spreadsheets, but with more candlesticks. Got thoughts on stock tip providers? A horror story? A surprise win? I'd love to hear it. Drop me a comment or message me on Substack at Tech Savvy Investing. Thank you for listening. I'm Saveen Kumar, and this is Lazy Genius Investing. Signing off. Peace.